Good evening. It is Thursday, September 16th, 2010, and here's our tropical update for the day. Today our main focus is still the triple threat out in the Atlantic. Let's go ahead and take a look at Hurricane Igor. It has 125 mile per hour winds, now moving directly northwest at 8 miles per hour. This is the 4 p.m. advisory. Pressure was at 940 millibars. It is headed toward Bermuda now. Let's take a look at its projected path. Here's where I think it's going to go. I think it's going to follow this path right here and go a little bit to the west of Bermuda and go on out to sea. But there's still that 10% chance for it to take a track of its own and hit the east coast. There's still a very small chance for that, but we'll see. Let's take a look at the satellite for it. It is still a very large storm, as you can see. It is a very small circulation, which shows it's still a very strong storm, but it's still surrounded by those thunderstorms, which shows it's very potent. Let's go talk about Hurricane Karl. Hurricane Karl has 80 mile per hour winds. It's moving west at 12 miles per hour. This is the 7 p.m. Central Standard Time advisory. It had 971 millibars. Here's the projected path for it. It is moving directly west. I think it will go a little bit to the north. And when it makes landfall, it could be a Category 3 hurricane. I think it could be a minimal Category 3 hurricane when it makes landfall. It already looks like it's forming a well-defined eye. There's beginning to be thunderstorm activity surrounding it. This is a couple, about 30 minutes ago. I couldn't find a recent picture because nothing's loading today, but the center of the storm's right here, and it is rapidly strengthening in the Gulf. It is going to make landfall at Mexico sometime tomorrow night, and it will be a very strong storm. Here's the hurricane advisories. That thick black line is about somewhere in there is where I think it's going to make landfall. Let's go talk about tropical storm or Hurricane Julia. It'll soon be Tropical Storm Julia. Here's the path for it. It is moving up, and it will curve out to sea. There's not much to worry about with it. It'll be a tropical storm in about sometime tomorrow, probably. That's why I'm saying. That's why I said tropical storm. Got it on my mind. Let's look at the storm track for it. It's got 85 mile per hour winds, rapidly moving west-northwest at 25 miles per hour. The pressure's up now to 981 millibars. This is the 4 p.m. advisory. It's going to slowly weaken because it's undergoing all that shear. Here's that picture of that shear here. This is coming off from Hurricane Igor, and it's shearing Julia to pieces. It can't do much, and all that shear is coming down, and it's going pretty much directly into the shear. So it doesn't have much to do with. It's slowly weakening. That's pretty much it for Julia. Let's take a look at the African coast here. We've got a few waves to talk about. We've got this wave right here that looks like it'll come off and develop. And we got this wave right here. This one will probably be our next system. It's moving west now. Moving west. It will emerge into the Caribbean and then develop, probably then. And this right here will be our next one after that. This one will be Lily, I think it is, possibly. And this one will probably be Matthew. Unless something else develops, like Karl did, come off the South American coast and go up like that. But let's talk about Igor one more time. Igor is very strong. I'm really concerned for Bermuda now. Bermuda is really be in for it. It could move just to the west or right over the island. Here's the island, that black dot. They could endure 48 hours of hurricane force winds. My dad, as you know, the big weather nut Mike, he told me that he has endured 12 hours of hurricane force winds. He said it was not fun. Me and him both could only imagine what 48 hours of hurricane force wind gusts would do. But that's pretty much our tropical update. We'll keep you informed on that as it approaches Bermuda over the next few days. You can go online to firsthandweather.com and visit us there, and also youtube.com/oneweathernut, and please subscribe. Everyone have a good evening and a good night's sleep.